It was about 17 years ago. I told you I'd tell you my husband and I have been together 30 years on and off. About 17 years ago, we endured a personal tragedy. And we were like two people with broken legs. We couldn't help each other up. And we ended up getting divorced for about 3 years, and then we got back together. And when we were divorced, my husband went to counseling. I love to tease him and say, if you would have gone to counseling while we were married, we wouldn't have had to get divorced. But that's a whole nother subject. So we got divorced, he went to counseling. We were getting married about 2 weeks later, and it was his last session with Dr. Phillip. And Dr. Phillip asked him to bring me to this last session so he could meet me and then send us on our soon-to-be happily remarried way. We got to Dr. Phillips. He invited us in. Dr. Phillips was in his early 70s. Sweet, sweet, doddering old gentleman. He had us sit down. He fixed us a cup of tea. And he said, I really brought you here because I want to tell you a story. And we said, okay. He said, this story is about two women that were good friends, Mary and Martha. And Mary loved her husband. Mary was happy in her marriage. Mary's life was really great, and she had a really good relationship with her husband. Martha, on the other hand, didn't even really like her husband. She did not have a good marriage, and she was not very happy in her relationship. Martha got kind of sick of hearing about how great Mary's husband was. So Martha says to Mary, why don't you just for 1 week, 7 days, write down everything he does that drives you crazy. Every time you have to ask him to do something twice. Every time he doesn't listen to you. Just for 7 days, and then come back and see me. Mary agreed. She kept a little notebook, and at the end of 7 days, she went back to Martha's, and sure enough, she had pages and pages of things this man that she really loved did that drove her crazy. Dr. Phillip stopped the story right there. He looked at my husband and he said, Robert, do you know why I've told you this story? And all I could think was, I was so glad he did not pick me because I had no idea why he told us the story. And he said, Robert, I told you this story because whatever you look for in Kim, you will find. And it's not just that way with our spouses. It's that way with our children. It's that way with our neighbors. It's that way with our clients, our customers, our co-workers. Whatever we look for in people, we will find. So if you want to be bold and stand out, look for the good, because you will surely find it.